So when you think of Phoenix, what do you think? You think desert, hot, sunshine, cacti, and dust, and the old wild, wild west, right? Well, if that's what you think, I'm sorry, but you've been sold a bill of goods that respectfully is not true anymore. Maybe once upon a time, 20, 30, 50 years ago, that was the case of Phoenix being a sleepy Wild West town. But now Phoenix has completely flipped the script, turned it upside down on its head. And now this place is not just sprawling with tract homes, you have this place that's vibrant. It has culture. You're talking new food, new restaurants, Fortune 500 and 1,000 companies coming to this area with development all over the place throughout the entire city and all the suburbs. And we're gonna break it down for you right now and get into this because Phoenix is no longer your grandma's Phoenix anymore. From the downtown city core to the sprawling suburbs in every cardinal direction, there are projects happening, major projects happening that are changing the entire dynamic of each and every one of those cities. We're gonna jump into the manufacturers, to the corporate locations, to the headquarters being developed, and everything in between. So you're fully informed. Let's get into it. First, my name is Kelly Cook with Cook & Associates Real Estate Advisors, and I've been selling real estate right here in Phoenix for over 20 years, and it's hard to replicate that kind of experience, helping well over thousands and thousands of families buy and sell properties. I've seen what has happened in Phoenix from being a sleepy, service-based economy town to this metroplex, the 5th largest city in the country now, with development galore and companies competing and flocking, trying to maneuver and jockey for position to get their company or a piece of the pie that is known as Phoenix for their companies to be at. And this is a great time to be a Phoenician or a future one, if you catch my drift. So kill that Instagram, get that cup of coffee, and maybe open that door or window and catch that 65-degree weather, that nice breeze that is Phoenix in October, and spend the next 10 minutes with me so you're fully informed, because I promise I'm gonna blow your mind with some of these projects. We have to start with the biggest and best one, which you know is TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. Guys, this is a $165 billion deal that is happening in North Phoenix that is going to set the tone for semiconductor manufacturing. So what is that? Well, let's just say they're the little chips that go inside pretty much every single electronic device that is intelligent at all. They're in your phones, your computers, and they power just about everything that is in the world, and therefore it's important to have that in your backyard, not just in America, but in Phoenix, Arizona. And again, we're talking multiple different fabs and a total investment of $165 billion. Now, around this new plant, this new huge master plan community called Halo Vista. This is a business park. This is actually designed after the one that is at the main TSMC campus in the country of Taiwan. And they are currently building this out, planning it, and getting businesses signed up to be in this business park here already. And we're talking when Halo Vista is fully built out over the next couple decades, you're talking an additional 70,000 new jobs being added to this area. 70,000, that's right, you heard that correctly. So what is going to happen to all of the housing in this area? Now, while we're talking about semiconductors and these pesky little chips, we're gonna go from the #1 largest manufacturer in the world, TSMC, to the second largest, which is Intel, which is located right in Chandler, Arizona. That's right, both of them right here in the Phoenix area. And they are investing another $32 billion in their manufacturing facility right there in the Chandler area. So this is known as the Silicon Valley of the Southwest right here in Phoenix, Arizona. And this is putting Phoenix on the map when it comes to high-paying tech manufacturing jobs. Now, we started in North Phoenix and we bounced down to Chandler. We're gonna bounce right back up to the Northwest Valley along the 303 loop, and that's where we're talking about Amkor. Amkor is a technology packaging company that is going to put a $2 billion investment, their campus, their new facility right out there to supply TSMC as well as any others. But this is going to be a huge campus. They actually doubled down and they are expanding to a larger piece of land to make an even larger facility at the Pure Innovation Core, which is going to be a tech campus unlike any others by the time that's all built out over the next couple of decades. Now, the tech jobs are going to be plentiful and we're just getting started. We're making Silicon Valley look kind of small here pretty soon, maybe the next several decades, with everything coming to the Phoenix area. I know, bold prediction, but it could be true. Because in addition to Amkor, you also have Hyperion Technologies Incorporated that was actually started by a former Intel employee, and they are a semiconductor packaging company as well, guys. So all of this is happening along that 303 corridor that is sprawling from the I-17 and 303 corridor down to the west and down the 303 loop, where there's plenty of land to be had. And a lot of industrial manufacturing will be taking place for companies to actually build for themselves and or rent out eventually. This is going to be massive in the next couple of decades. So we're talking jobs, jobs, and more jobs, and now I have more jobs coming for you. Let's pivot to the healthcare sector, and let's talk about the Mayo Clinic. See, the Mayo Clinic is a monster. You're talking the best healthcare treatment in America, and they're only in 3 different cities across America. Well, Phoenix/Scottsdale is one of those 3, and they are expanding. See, the Mayo Clinic has 2 actually facilities in the Phoenix/Scottsdale area. One is the actual clinic itself, which is in the Scottsdale, Far East Scottsdale area, but the main big hospital and the big campus is in North Phoenix, right on that Phoenix-Scottsdale border. And as I mentioned, they're expanding. They're actually expanding to some land just north of their campus, but south of the 101. This is going to be called Discovery Oasis, and this is biomedical. This is going to be a 120-acre biotech innovation hub that is going to be amazing and going to provide probably well over 3,000 jobs, they are speculating. And just next to the east of Mayo Clinic, you're talking Banner Medical, which is doing a $400 million campus that's going to include a new hospital right to the east, south of the 101 inside the loop. So healthcare and medical, yeah, it's in good hands in the Phoenix area in the future. And pivoting to another industry, but right there in the same area, is Axon and their world headquarters. Now, Axon is the manufacturer of body equipment and body cameras and tasers and a lot of things that law enforcement use, and the headquarters right there are going to be in Scottsdale for a huge $1 billion headquarters right there in Scottsdale inside that same area inside the Loop 101. And speaking of headquarters, let's talk about several other companies that are building their own new headquarters or redeveloping an entire building that's already there for their new headquarters. That'd be companies like Fender Musical Instruments, or how about U-Haul, or how about Discount Tire Company and their new headquarters that are in the works, and the Republic Services Company, which has a new headquarters right there in City North in the Desert Ridge area. You also have big manufacturing projects happening out in the West Valley, things like the Goodyear Air Park and the expansion of Buckeyes Municipal Airport out in the West Valley to support all the growth and everything that is happening out there. That is well needed. And then on top of it, you have big projects in downtown, changing the skyline. You're talking about X Phoenix, which is a high-rise apartment complex that is one of the several that are in the works happening right now in downtown Phoenix. And you want to talk about changing the skyline in Phoenix? Well, how about Astra? Astra is Phoenix's newest plans for the tall skyscraper to be happening right in downtown Phoenix, starting with construction either sometime later this year or in 2026. Oh, when these people come here, where are they going to live? Well, we know housing is booming right now, and there are new developments happening all across the valley on the outskirts from the East Valley to the West Valley up into North Phoenix by the TSMC plant. But there's also more high-rise condo living that is being developed right now as we speak. How about the $1 billion project, which is the Optima McDowell Mountain? This is going to have several different towers, and it's all glass and gorgeous, and it's going to be within walking distance from the new Banner Medical campus. It's going to be within walking distance of the new headquarters of Axon, as well as the new headquarters of ASM, which are all going to have thousands of new jobs coming right to that area. So a lot of residents and employees that will be coming there will be looking at places to live, if they can afford it, of course, at a condo type situation. And if they don't like the gorgeous glass of the Optima McDowell Mountain, they can go down the street to the park. That's right, the park is on the old site of the Cracker Jacks golf range and go-kart area that's being torn down to develop the park, P-A-R-Q-U-E. Don't get it twisted. This is actually modeled after Central Park in New York City on a much, much, much smaller scale, of course, where you're gonna have the Central Park in the middle of this, and you're gonna have retail, office, and residential living right there in the heart of North Scottsdale, right off of Scottsdale Road, next to all the amenities like Carolyn Commons and the Scottsdale Quarter. Oh, while we're talking about living, let's not forget about South Pier. This project is awesome. It's on the Tempe Town Lake south side, and it actually borders the lake, the water, and you're gonna have multiple high-rise, huge buildings that will be a combination of several different things. It's going to eventually feature 2 luxury hotels, high-rise office space, and of course a multi-anchor entertainment district that will include restaurants and of course nightlife experiences, concert venues, fountain shows, and my favorite, a Ferris wheel. Projects like these are continuing to put Tempe, Arizona on the map. It is exploding. You drive down the 202 and look to the south, Tempe looks like a mini Boston, New York City with all the high-rise glass buildings and of course the lights on at night. It really lights up and looks pretty special, especially with a mountain in the background on the ASU campus that you can see from a distance. And speaking of housing, how about the Lifetime Fitness Center and the Lifetime Living that comes with it? That's right, guys, this is going to be one of only 5 projects that Lifetime Fitness has done in the entire United States of America, and Phoenix is going to be one of them. And it's really incorporating living all in one place for convenience and lifestyle, which is a healthy lifestyle because everyone who rents an apartment here is going to have a full access and membership to Lifetime Fitness that will be connected by a sky bridge. Now you also have access to other amenities that are within walking distance right here in the PV development. You're talking Whole Foods Market, Costco, Fox Restaurant Concepts, Blanco and Flower Child restaurants, as well as several other restaurants and other development that is happening as we speak. This is going to be a special place to live, and if you don't want to buy a place, this could be a place you want to seriously consider because the only option there is to rent. Now let's pivot over to entertainment, because after you have a job and you have a place to live, you probably want to hang out and do some stuff around your city. Well, the good news is that most of these suburbs are exploding, and entertainment sometimes can be the last domino to fall because you have to have your basic needs and services met first. You're talking food and shelter. Well, after that comes entertainment. It's the American way, baby. And these suburbs in Phoenix, well, they are following suit. Let's start out in Glendale, where you have the Westgate Shopping Entertainment District that's already huge, that is anchored by the Arizona Cardinals football stadium. You're talking restaurants and nightlife, piano bars, and everything that you would really want to do right there already. Now across the street from that, you also have a brand new Top Golf, as well as an Andretti Motorsports racing experience, which is really cool, one of its kind. And then speaking of one of its kind, you have the first Dick's Sporting Good House of Sport facilities located right there also. And what makes this cool is you have about 100,000 square feet that includes a climbing wall, multiple golf bays with TrackMan simulators, a multi-sport cage that can be used for baseball, softball, lacrosse, or whatever you would like to do. And overall, it gives athletes the opportunity to try a product while measuring and tracking the performance before actually buying. Oh, in Glendale? Yeah, you have this other thing going on too called the VAI Resort. You know, this small little $1 billion project that, is taken, years and years to finish. This is going to be huge. This is going to put not just Glendale, but Phoenix on the map, because this is a resort that only a few are like of its kind across the entire country. But now Goodyear, well, you're starting to spice things up a little bit, which I kind of like. And here's what I mean. You're talking 1,100 rooms, restaurants, amphitheaters, concert venues, an actual beach, not on the beach, with water the whole 9 yards like you're in California. And don't forget, something that Phoenix is really lacking, the VAI Resort is going to have an adventure park. That's right, a theme park, roller coasters. It's called the Mattel Adventure Park. So, like the Hot Wheels you played with the loop-de-loops when you were a kid? Yeah, I played with them. My kids did. You did too. Don't lie. We have a roller coaster like that now coming, and this is going to be done hopefully in 2026, but it could spill over in the 2027. But this is huge for Glendale and Phoenix in general. Look up VAI Resort. This is going to be special. So Glendale, you have some good stuff going on. Now let's stay in the West Valley and go to Goodyear. That's right, Goodyear exploded over the past 10 to 20 years with population and track homes and not a lot of infrastructure, but the good stuff, the needy stuff did come along. You're talking grocery stores, the chain restaurants, the chain stores in general are in Goodyear. They're newer, they're clean, they're nice. It's a great place to live. In addition to the chain restaurants, you have some mom and pop authentic stuff coming into Goodyear, which you just absolutely gotta love. And you have the new Goodyear Ballpark Village, which is breaking ground, which is gonna be a huge entertainment district in Goodyear. It's a mixed-use project that will bring retail, dining, and entertainment options near the city's spring training facility that already houses the Cleveland Guardians and the Cincinnati Reds. So if you're from Ohio, Goodyear, you might think of doing that. By the way, my wife is from Ohio, so if you're moving down from Ohio, give me a call. We take care of Ohioans for sure. But a big part of this ballpark venue is going to be the Rush Funlex. That's right, this is a 74,000 square foot family entertainment center that's going to be the first of its kind in the state of Arizona. It will include indoor activities like bowling, go-karts, bumper cars, laser tag, mini golf, arcade games, and more. See, Goodyear's really trying to amp up not just entertainment for their full-time residents, but also for tourism as well. You also have massive projects like the Verado Marketplace in Buckeye, the Levine Town Center in Levine. You have Black Mountain Village in Phoenix. You have Central Park, which is an open space plaza that would be used for like a central gathering point throughout the development in the Phoenix area, with turf and trees and sitting areas, and really encouraging the outdoor community feel of people living in an urban setting in downtown Phoenix. Guys, the amount of projects and development going on in Phoenix is extremely encouraging and should make anyone very bullish on the mid to long-term future of Phoenix. Think what you want about the short term. You can get the bald head out and the crystal ball and guess what's going to happen with the housing market in the next 3 to 6 to 12 months, but that is up in the air. We'll see. I'm very bullish on that too, but I'm really bullish on the mid to long term of Phoenix because these development projects, they don't lie. And these companies spending billions of dollars, not just millions, but billions, are massive projects that will shape the city's future skyline. And fabric of the culture for years and years to come. I can safely say there are only a handful of cities in America today that are experiencing the growth, the boom that Phoenix is experiencing now and in the near future. And so we invite you to get on the train and be part of this as we take off into the future for what Phoenix is about to become. And the train, it can't be stopped. It is rolling on the track 100 miles per hour and it's not stopping. So hop on with us, give me a call, 480-660-5974. We'd be happy to answer any questions you have about real estate in Phoenix, the future of the city or different parts of the suburb, and where the best fit might be for you and your family if you're going to possibly relocate or move up or down throughout the Phoenix area. But if you want to get a general highlighted version of what the best places are to actually live in Phoenix for your scenario, then watch the video on the screen next. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe.